You can get high on peace like a drug. I noticed that when I drink my whiskey by myself or I smoke when I'm home alone at night before I go to bed, it's like not only do I get that feeling of just being calm and relaxed in the privacy of my own home, doing something like a drug, but the thing that brings me a higher high is the peace that I have knowing that I'm alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, having peace is like getting high. You will love it the more that you do it, like a drug. I noticed that. Look at me by myself. The same location where I think the guy threw my bag, my book bag was right there. I got my bike charging right there. I am literally high on peace right now. How they say, get high on the Lord. I think even demons know what time it is when you're high on peace, on God, on AKA yourself. Being at your highest is being peaceful, quiet, alone. See, now if I wasn't making this video, I would just be high vibing all by myself. This is what I do every day. High vibe alone. High vibing all alone. This is like a drug. This is addictive for me to have peace in my life. The quiet. You can't buy that. No one is going to give you this. This is something that you give to yourself. Do you know what people give you? Headache, drama, arguing, fighting. Excuse me. Not an equal give and take. They won't bring peace into your life. You think that hanging around someone is peaceful? No, because that person is going to get hungry. They have to use the bathroom. They want to go out and play. If you want to stay in the house and do nothing, it's better to be by yourself and not worried about other people's feelings, so you could be at peace and stay at a high vibe and you do what you want to do during the day. So the next time somebody asks you to hang out, nah, I'm good. Think about doing something on your own, like going to the park by yourself. Bring your liquor with you, bring a blunt with you, and chill by yourself. You don't need any friends. That's more money in your pocket, so when you get hungry later, I might want a slice of pizza. Simple. So how much is that? Like $2.50, $3 out my pocket, and the soda, the juice, the water, whatever you like to drink, everything all together like $4 or $5. And that's it. You don't have to come out of your pocket for extra. For the guys out there, you think you want a woman to keep you company because you want to be sexual when you can have all that money for yourself. And the same thing goes to the women. Like, you want to have a guy with you for what? He's just going to bring you drama. You don't know what karmic cycle he is going through or she is going through. And he is going to bring that your way. And then you're not going to be aligned with yourself at a high vibration to stay at a high vibration because you're worried about their drama. You don't know how many times I hung out with people and they were just on their phones. That's why I made that video. That you saw, like, guys not paying attention, too busy with other things. No one is ever going to give you 100% of themselves, not the way that you can for yourself, and the way that your angels, God, spirit can give it to you. You could learn how to meditate all by yourself and just stay in the quiet and listen to what your spirit, your ancestors have to tell you. It's not that complicated. It's not scary. People have been brainwashing you your whole life. That's not the way. Look, being at peace alone. What is wrong with this? People used to brainwash me and say, no, that's not right. That's not the way to go. Look, it's perfectly normal for me. This is what works for me. I don't have to share anything with anyone. I don't have to converse with anyone or worried if my breath stinks or is my makeup okay. Like, oh, how do I look? Am I on point? Like, are they gonna like make fun of me? Are they gonna say something stupid, do something stupid? Are they gonna try to use words and things, people, places to manipulate me, gaslight me, be an energy narcissistic vampire, when you could just be by yourself and not wonder about anything? There are no friends in tribulation. There's no such thing as family. You are on your own. One day, hopefully sooner than later, you're going to realize this is how it should have been my whole life. I never needed anyone. The only person you should have around you is someone where it's like a 50-50 give and take, where we're surviving. This isn't a thing of we're hanging out and stuff like that. No, we know that this is the beginning of the end, and we are in each other's lives to survive and make it out of this matrix. I'm not going to waste the next 3 years of my life, the remaining of the 7-year tribulation, on anyone but myself to keep me at a high vibration. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I learned that from my past. And there's so many young people, like, you feel like you got to fit in, and for what? You're an original. There is no one like you. They want to be like you. That's why they want to be around you and study you and play with you and use you. Remember, where they're from, there's no such thing as money. Wherever they came from, they don't understand love, how to be intimate sexually, how to converse spiritually, maturely, lovingly. They don't know these things. So they come here, mind fuck you, feed you these things that have nothing to do with God, nothing to do with you, to keep you at a high vibration and keep you away from you ascending to your higher self for one reason or another. The Bible is there for a reason, and let me tell you something. The enemy reads it and does the opposite of what it says in the Bible. That's the main goal, their main goal. So yeah, they do read it, they study it and say, okay, well, you're telling people to be good and da-da-da-da-da, so now we're going to tell people to be bad and da-da-da-da-da, and we're going to twist it and flip it. So it's like the enemy is like, oh, thank you for the Bible, for telling us what to do. So we're going to do the opposite of what's in here. And all the Bibles, I'm not just mentioning the good book Bible, what we know, but all of them, like, they'll use anything against you so that you won't stay at peace, so you won't feel the high of being at peace. Because once you start feeling it, like smoking it like a blunt or drinking it, it's like a get high. You want to continue to be high on peace. And once they know that you are reaching on a higher level to ascend to your best self, your highest self, they're going to come and attack you like they have been doing me for the past 3.5 years of the first half of the 7-year tribulation. And I understand now that that's what they're going to continue to do for the remaining of the 7-year tribulation. I got like a bubble, like I feel it, like phlegm. Staying at peace is the most important thing, something that they want to take away from you. The fallen angels know what it feels like to be high on the Lord and be in that loving, beautiful place called heaven, and staying high vibe and at peace and chilling under the tree and singing and being so happy. They don't want you to feel that way. They want to take that away from you. And this is what they have been doing to me. You can play back my videos. How upset I was, not because of the action that they did towards me, is because I know these things. Not that they're trying to take it away from me, but they're trying to take it away from themselves. They're adding on more karmic cycles that eventually they're going to have to deal with their shadow side, and they're never going to be happy. There's no way that, how could you take my name out of the book of life? You can't do that. Like, I did the hard work for that. So all you're doing is just wasting time, building up your own karmic cycle. So that means that what you do to me today will come back to you some way, 10 times. And you don't think about stuff like that. You just want to keep being narcissistic. You want to keep being an energy vampire. You want to keep gaslighting good people. who deserve better than me. There are people who are really about it, who don't drink, who don't smoke, who did put their name in the book of life, who are living a better lifestyle than the one that I'm going to show you. They just want to keep you down. They don't want you to learn how to heal and regrow your enamel, your hair, for you to have better looking skin, better wardrobe. They don't want you to figure out like how to stay high vibe. They want to keep you low. They want your house to live in. But that's not going to happen, right? We're not going to let that happen, because I'm here for a reason, to help you to stay at a high vibration, because they be attacking me too. Yeah, I know your game now. I've been just sitting there watching you. Play yourself. Seriously. Because you're going to lose at the end. Like, you see how pause is like, you still don't get it? Like, God is not playing with you. He's not playing with his people. The more that you attack me and anybody who did put their name in the book of life or have the chance to do it, who are good people, spiritual people, who are already at a high vibration and haven't even put their name in the book of life, you're trying to keep them down from their everlasting life. Do you know how much back karma, karmic cycles, repeated karmic cycles that you're going to be going through, that you're never going to get out of, and you're going to figure out, why is this happening to me? Why? Because of what you're doing to spiritual people. Has nothing to do with religion. You're spiritual no matter what you believe in, what you like, what you don't like. You are going to be out of this meat suit one day. This is the main goal, why you have angels following you to guide you, protect you, and write down your everyday life, how the decisions you make, what you say, what you do, how you make people feel. This is what it was always about, like from the day you came out of the V. Seriously. My job here is to let you know what time it is. Like, you know, this matrix is crumbling, it's falling. Their time is short. 3 years is going to go by so fast. So are you seriously going to waste your time, 3 years of your time, building up karma instead of getting high on peace and living in peace? Why do you have to live this way and be narcissistic and be an energy vampire for? Why must you do these things? Is the money worth it? Seriously, like, do you take that with you when you die? Like, what contract did you sign? Like, if you didn't put your name in the book of life, I don't know what's in this contract that you signed. What are you getting out of it? How does disrespecting other people make you happy? I think it's because you don't know God. I think it's because you don't know how to begin a spiritual journey. You're never going to start one. Is this why you're so angry? That there are only a few people, 144,000 people who put their name in the book of life? Think about it. Who's the rest? Who are the rest of these people that don't want to see you at peace? That want to rob you of your joy? Think about all the people that you met before the pandemic that gave you a hard time, gave you a hard life, wasted your time, your energy. Are you really going to do that for the next 3 years? Nobody. I went to psychics. None of them told me about this pandemic. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. And I look back at my life when I was a teenager in my 20s before the pandemic. Listen, I was around people who didn't keep me at a high vibration, who didn't help me on my spiritual journey, who could have given me joy, and we could have had fun before the pandemic. And it's been nothing but a living Freddy Krueger nightmare on earth. It's like hell on earth. You gave me the 3 of Swords. And look, it's a pandemic. Nobody saw it coming. How much more time are we going to waste not being at peace, not being at a high vibration? For me, not one more day. I will do whatever I have to do to stay far away from people, to keep myself at a high vibration. It's not worth it. I did too much hard work to put my name in the book of life. I recognize, and I've been just sitting there watching, observing, and learning. Like my own spiritual school as a human being, a spiritual person having a human experience, watching others. I know, like, I kind of get the feeling like what's under that meat suit, I already know, or else you wouldn't be coming at me that hard. Because if you had a soul, you had a spirit, like, you know, like, all right, I have a chance. But if you're fucked, like I say, like, it's too late for you, that's the only reason why you would be attacking people. Why are so many people quitting their jobs? Because they don't want to keep retaking this vaccine shot. They're telling themselves, listen, the only way for me to be at peace and not worry about this is just not to even be involved in this. So I'm going to keep myself at high vibes. And you know what? I just don't want to be a part of this anymore. And this is the same thing I did when I was going to school. Like, you know what? I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I'm not going to be here for a piece of paper that it's not even a spiritual piece of paper, because this diploma that you get at school is nothing compared to the piece of paper that you see when you write your name in the book of life, like a spiritual paper. No, you know what? I'm not going to go through this. I'm leaving. God has bigger plans for me. I believe in a higher power. He got my back. She got my back. Money means something now, but in the future, it won't mean anything. And I got downloads about this back in around February 2020. So I'm just enjoying the little bit that I have now. And I know one day it's just going to be a memory. Like, oh, yeah, I remember. Like when I'm all dressed in white, when I have ascended with the group of 144,000, we're going to think and talk to each other. Like, remember when we were on Earth? I remember I did this and that. Like, wow, that was yesterday. Look at us now, like high vibing. Wow, like all of these people around me put their name in the book of life. Now I know who my real brothers and sisters are. Like I'm finally at peace and we can have fun. We're not dirty minded. I am finally at peace. So before I get there to that point, in 3 years, for the next 3 years, I'm going to stay high on peace. I am Phoenix. I rose from the ashes of despair. My name means something. It's like a big deal. Or else that name wouldn't have been given to me if it wasn't for a divine higher purpose with a spiritual meaning to it. People did things and said things to me to keep me at a low vibration. Not anymore. These people are not around me anymore. Just random strangers. And I already know what's under that meat suit. So you want to keep embarrassing yourself? Go ahead. I'm not the fool anymore. I know who I am. I don't need to impress you for anything. Like, it's already done. So I just got to sit back, wait 3 years, and bye. See you later. Never see you again, as a matter of fact. Sorry, not sorry. I don't have to worry about karmic cycles. You do. You're the one that needs to catch up. I graduated. I am a successful spiritual person. I am divine because I did the hard work all alone by myself to be this spiritual person having a human experience, spiritual soul having a human experience. And nobody, you can't take, once this blessing gift is given to you, nobody can take it away from you. I noticed that you can't remove, oh, the only person who could do that is God, whoever's in control of the book of life. You're not control of it, so why would I care what you say, what you think? My angels, my spirit guides are right here. They're the only opinion that I care about, not yours. What you say, what you do. Because I know that when you look at me, you see something, you feel something. And you can have it too. You can be this way too. If you would just stop and think, like, let me make a better decision for my spiritual journey to ascend on a higher vibration. I'm not the only one making videos like this. There are hundreds of videos out there from different people who could probably say it better than me, do it better than me, and you can follow them and just take the little bits and pieces of messages that you are hearing and seeing from me, from us, from the spiritual community, and incorporate that into your life so you could be at your higher self. But the enemy will never tell you something like this. They will never show you anything like this. So then you think to yourself, like, my friends, my family, like, yeah, these were just like roommates. Just somebody there to keep me company, not help me ascend on a high vibration, because they don't even know about it. So I need to detach for a divine purpose, for myself, for my spiritual journey. It won't start until I detach. And a lot of people are starting to understand this. I cannot be a part of this matrix anymore. In any form, no matter how you want to look at it, like I cannot be a part of my son or my daughter's life or my dad or my mom's life or any family member or friend. I cannot be a part of my best friend's life. This girl who is my best friend, or this guy, like this is my homie. I can't be around them anymore, or I refuse to keep continuing to get this shot. So I have to quit this job, find another one, or figure out another way. Because it's just not worth it to continue to make yourself feel low and keep yourself at a low vibration. I notice this in school, like I'm not happy here. School is not giving me what I have always wanted in life, which is love. The love that I gave to myself as an adult, because I am taking care of myself. My mother never gave me this. My father never gave me this. Good advice, good food, or anything like that. I learned everything on my own. I bought and learned and taught myself how to cook, what to buy, what type of material clothing to buy, what type of oils to use, what is the best for me, for my body, for my house. I noticed my life was so much more peaceful the more I just started crossing names off the list. Like there was nobody left. Like, no, I can't, not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. Okay, one person in this whole world that I have met so far that I can kind of relate to. And we are in this surviving, this matrix. And we know that this is temporary. Three and a half years already went by. The next 3.5 years are going to go by even faster. So you need to be on your game, like, yo, what do I have to do to start my spiritual journey, to ascend with the group of 144,000 people? This ain't a game. Would I really be talking like this and making videos like this? No, I got better things to do, even if it's nothing. Spirit told me this last year from my very, very first video. Start making videos, and I didn't even know what I was going to post, talk about. I didn't know how to go about it, and I'm like, how do I say what I have to say? You just say it. You just do it. You just make the change. You just wake up one day and say enough. Like I gotta do my job. God, my angels, my ancestors, my spirit guides have blessed me with everything that I have in my life right now. So this is my payback for them. So when they replay my life, I know what I have done, and I'm going to be proud of myself. Like when I'm next up on the line of judgment, I did that. I said that. That's me. Like I'm going to look at myself in a way that I've never even seen myself before. And I'm looking at myself right now in on this phone, but I'm going to see myself in such a higher way. Like I'll be in my spirit looking at my human body of the bad things that I have done and how I changed and became a better person. That would be amazing. I cannot wait to see how I transformed, how low I was, and how I just became Phoenix and I rose up from the ashes. Like this is such an honor. I can't even explain it to you. It just gets me so emotional that so many people around the world could have had this opportunity and they chose me for it. And little by little, every single day, I understand what is the responsibility that comes with this knowing, seeing the downloads, the visions, the dreams that I have. This is a responsibility not to be taken so lightly. Every single day I learn, like, I have to be that leader. I have to be the master and the student. I have to say, I have to accept and listen and be patient with myself, with people. I can't wait to see where life is going to take me, what my life is going to be like next year in this body, in this meat suit, and then in another 3.5 years, 3 years, how I'm going to look like in my spirit form. I have so many things to look forward to alive and when I'm out of this body. And I don't have to be afraid of anything anymore. I believe in something bigger than myself. I know what the truth is. And one day you will know, you will feel it. Like you're gonna figure it out. Like they're not just gonna show you a little bit. They need to show you what you need to see, what you need to know for yourself, for your spiritual journey. And it's bad. It's good, it's wonderful, it's everything all in one. This is why I like to spend more time by myself, because I want to be, my left ear, I want to be more connected to my spiritual side than anything that a normal human being with their third eye closed would say, do, or show me. I can see, hear, and discover more meditating and looking at myself outside of myself. And looking for things outside of this matrix. This is what brings me happiness. Personally, I'm telling you, like, this is me saying it. Like, my journey is teaching me this. These are the reasons why I want to stay by myself. I have a friend, but you can't see her or him. They're there. Why do I need anyone? I have spiritual beings that love me. I don't need another love. I don't need fame or money or recognition. It was already there. It's there already. Excuse me if I'm weird, because I understand that and I communicate with my real family, my spiritual family. Then I guess I'm a weirdo for the rest of my life as long as I'm here. And that's okay. If that means that you stay far away from me, good, I'm a weirdo. Because I don't want you around me, so I could have that peace. And I could be high on peace. Just like I am right now. High vibes. All alone. Every day. My name is Phoenix, and you can be just like me.